dating in Gen Z makes absolutely zero sense. Let's see what this dude's talking about.
The other day, I woke up to two things. One, scammers still hitting my phone talking about my license has been suspended. Two, the realization that I've now hit a point in which if I fumble the next girl I'm messing with, she might genuinely go get married to the next guy. I thought to myself, damn, maybe I really gotta lock in for real with these next girls that I come across. When I only then started to realize how much bullshit you have to put up with when it comes to dating in 2025. It's the 21st century, in which the dating game has changed completely compared to the generations before us. Studies show that over 50% of relationships start from some form of online, meaning there's roughly a 40% chance of you actually finding your future wife in the real world. And if you don't find her out there, because meeting over the internet now sucks you into the inevitable games you'll have to play when it comes to online dating that you absolutely do not want to partake in. Don't get it twisted. Hella people are still dealing with nonsense even after meeting in person, but at least then you could skip a lot of it. If you were to go back in time just a few decades ago, online dating was still a thing. However, it wasn't as mainstream. Old school websites like Match.com or even eHarmony did exist. However, you would be perceived as a literal weirdo if you actually used them. And if you were to go even more decades back, the concept of online dating didn't even fucking exist. This means that the majority of generations before us were literally forced to meet in real life some way, somehow.
Wait, so then does this mean for everybody? Damn, so niggas, it's, you know what's astonishing to me? What's astonishing to me is niggas who back in the day who used to literally they used to be milkmen, having a 17-year relationship with their faithful wife and their 4 children and their pet dog named Bob, being happy in life, my nigga. Now there's a bitch who expects that same exact thing but has an OnlyFans for $2.99, nigga. Bitch, I could see your fucking OnlyFans on Reddit right now. I'm not paying $2.99 for that shit. It's kind of crazy how I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Bitches are stupid as fuck now, man. I ain't gonna lie. You bitches think y'all, and same thing goes for niggas. Don't get it twisted either, nigga. They deserve the baddest, nigga. You make SoundCloud music. You're making music in the back of your car. You think a bitch gonna respect you, nigga? You think a bitch gonna respect you? You want a bitch to cook and clean, but you ain't even bringing no money? How the fuck that make any sense? And yo stupid ass, you wear weaves all the time. You want a real man? Bitch, you're not even real yourself. Ain't anything in your body real, and you want a real man. Like, what are we talking about? I'm just keeping it a buck with y'all niggas, bro. I think as the generations go by, damn, I mean, it's been put in movies, right? Nigga, we like 100 years from now, we're not gonna exist. We're not. There's just no way I see us existing in 100 years, bro. We're gonna be less social. We're gonna be less connected with females, connected to the opposite gender, connected with ourselves. It's just too many distractions. We're really gonna be lonely ass men. Lonely men and women in society.
Was no sitting behind a screen throwing up absolute Hail Marys in the DMs. Instead, you had to actually go up to that girl you thought was bad and converse with her face to face. There was no mass swiping on a fucking dating app praying you get at least one match. Instead, you had to actually be a damn human being and figure out how to meet people organically. Times were simply different. Every time I'm talking to an older person and the conversation of dating comes up, there never fails to be an instant disconnect. Like we live 2 completely different lives.
Listen here, kiddo. You gotta be a gentleman. Ask her out on a date. Pick her up. Make sure you open the door for her. Bring her flowers.
I don't see nothing wrong with that. Y'all niggas is tripping, bro. Y'all niggas is tripping on that. I'm gonna tell you guys that right now. There's nothing wrong with asking a girl out, taking her to eat, giving her flowers. There's nothing wrong with that if she's the right fucking girl. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with being a cordial nigga. The problem is you niggas can't identify between a cordial bitch and a dumbass hoe. That's y'all niggas' fault. That's not they fault. That's not they fault, nigga. They telling you, a woman will tell you exactly what she is with her actions. You over here looking at her ass instead. You're focusing on the wrong A, my nigga. Focus on the actions, not the ass. That be our niggas' problems. Don't get me wrong though, I fell for it once. I hopped on a black dating app called BLK. I'ma tell you niggas right now. Don't you ever hop on that app. Don't do it, bro. Every bitch there is a hoe, and every hoe there is a bitch. And the only thing that they all have in common is that they fucking black. like my people are cooked. Whoever's on that app, they're cooked, bro. They got some sort of STD. They fucked up in the head. They're going through some trauma, or they're evil. Don't do it. Specifically that app. Don't do it. Don't do it, bro. It ain't worth it. But literally, there's nothing wrong with being cordial with a female, bro. As long as she's worth being cordial to. You know what I'm saying? There's some girls where it's like, you know what, nigga? Let me just... That's why you have to talk. That's why, nigga, the internet era is a good time. Back then, nigga, you had to take a risk. You had to be a gentleman overall. Otherwise, you'll get creepy allegations and stuff like that. Now, you could text her to see what's her vibe. You could FaceTime her to see what she's on. Now, when she's asking you that her rent is due on the 5th, you could be like, bitch, what the fuck is your problem? That bitch don't deserve a flower or a fucking hand. She deserves to get thrown up in the air and caught with his dick. You know what I'm saying? Now, if she's nice and cordial on the phone, and you see her, and she's sweet and caring, nigga, open the motherfucking door. Open the door. Don't be an asshole now. Don't do that.
First day.
Yo, Gramps low-key moving back right now, bro. I don't know, bro.
These bitches don't want flowers no more, Gramps. They want a 444 from Wendy's in an empty parking lot.
Last time I brought flowers to a first date, she said I was doing too much, Gramps.
What about setting up the date? Back in my day, we used to ask her out in person, during or after school, outside gatherings, maybe even a spontaneous phone call.
Huh, I mean, we still be doing that too. Dog, I don't even know what the hell to say to her right now, bruh.
Whoa. Too many words, bro. Cut it out, bro.
What do you mean too many words, bro?
You're sending too many words. We're sending messages, not essays.
Alright.
Whoa, bro. No emojis.
Mm-hmm.
No emojis, bro.
Why can't I send emoji?
Bro, too chalant. It's too chalant. We gotta be nonchalant, bro. Girls love it when you don't care.
Oh
bro.
my god. Okay, you know what? I'll remove the emojis, bro. Alright.
Shit make no
Damn,
sense.
she answered me quick as hell. She's really messing with the kid. Hold on, let me text back right now.
Whoa, cut it out, bro. Cut it out.
What?
Bro, you can't answer too quick, bro. You're gonna come off too needy. We don't want to look desperate, bro. Let it marinate. Give it some time.
Oh my god, man, fuck all your rules, bro.
I got this.
Bro, I think the only thing that's wrong with dating, right? This is a crazy perspective. You go to the guy after 2 dates and get this message. See, that's the problem, bro. The internet made it comfortable to say what the fuck you feel behind the screen, and the hard reality is, a lot of these men and female in dating nowadays, they're really assholes, bro. They're genuine. Like, humans are really a pieces of shit. But I mean, what do you expect when every third scroll is a big booty bitch shaking her ass, or is a bitch who got a nigga who gave her 10 racks in a Birkin? They got their wants and needs. Social media shows you your wants and needs. So now your reality is wanting and needing from another person. What do you expect? What do you expect is gonna happen? A bitch who's on TikTok for too long is a dangerous fucking bitch. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's a dangerous fucking bitch, bro. You can't listen, my nigga. A female who's on TikTok for too long, or watches reality TV for too long, or just sits down and does nothing is a dangerous bitch. There's nothing feminine about it. Nothing feminine about it. Because she's doing nothing. There's nothing masculine about a nigga who wouldn't get a job because he's putting his effort in fucking rap music. When the nigga has 300 followers. The nigga has 17 monthly listeners. He thinks he's making it out the fucking hood. Nigga, you're not making it out the hood. That's not gonna pay your girlfriend that date that you want to take her out to. It's a certain level of comfortness. And your wants, you want a female that does this, but you're not willing to put the effort. A female wants a nigga that does this, but they're not willing to put the effort. And then they'll compare themselves to their great grandfather that they've never met from 1936. When shit was cheaper, his wife never showed his ass ever in his life until they got married, and they had 19 children together. And they lived happily ever after. And you expect the same thing, but you've been all across the world, not by your money, and you shaking ass on Instagram. You a hypocrite too.
Gen Z has one of the most warped perceptions when it comes to forming genuine connections, as we tend to worry about shit that shouldn't matter at all. If you start talking to someone new in today's time, it's almost like you guys are both competing for the gold medal in the nonchalant Olympics, because for some reason showing you care has become a bad thing. This shit even happens before you started talking. Should you go up to that girl at the gym? Should you get her IG or should you get her number? What do you even say after you get her number? Hell, some people don't even want to go up to a girl in person anymore because they're so worried about what comes after. All shit that shouldn't matter at all. I couldn't tell you the amount of niggas I've run into within my day-to-day life that will genuinely fight you if you tell them to go holla at a girl in real life. Whole time they're the ones who pointed her out first. Motherfuckers would
That's
rather—
a fact. I ain't gonna lie, Ralph. I'm gonna put your ass on the map. This nigga Ralph, boy, he's my mans, but he finally, yo, shout out to that nigga though, cause that used to be him. Let me clarify. That used to be him, bro. That's my day one nigga. That used to be him. And that used to be me too. The nigga got bitches now. 2 white hoes. What to me? You know what I'm saying? 2 white hoes. He went on a 2v1. Alright? So I just want to clear it out. But that nigga used to always, like, we used to look at girls, you know, because you know girls be looking good. We used to look at girls in high school and we'll be like, yo, go up, talk to her. You know, me and him or our other friend. Immediate, like, nigga, hell no. Nigga, I would never do that shit. It's like, bro, come on, bro. Mind you, girls looking at her or looking at me, eye contact, and it's like, nah, nigga, we would rather jump in a volcano than going up to speak to a girl. Which is crazy, right? Which is crazy. I mean, that's what happens, bro. A lot of the little kids nowadays too are gonna deal with that shit, which I feel bad for them niggas, bro, because it's like, bro, you little niggas are too much on the internet and y'all are so afraid to talk to a nigga. Just go up there and talk to a girl, gang. Just go up there and talk to a girl. I stand on it right now. Just go up there and talk to a girl. The first time I went up there and talked to a girl, I looked like a desperate nigga. Shorty said no. The fuck? Called me you know what I'm saying? She almost called me the hard R almost. But guess what? I went up to her. Did you went up to her, bitch ass nigga? You didn't go up to her. Now, did I say, hey, beautiful? Absolutely not. I said, hey, you want my number? Hey, can I get your number? No. Okay. Ran like a bitch. But guess what? I went up. Made me feel comfortable that day. Or, I tell you what, my nigga, so we can continue watching this video. If you over the age of 18, I ask you niggas to get lit once. I'm telling you, as a person who doesn't drink at all, I got lit once. If you get confident, if you hit that peak, if you hit that molecular level of focus, of aura, of lock in, where you're lit as fuck, and you're also aware of the situation around you, nigga, I recommend you doing it once. If you're over the age of 18. If you are over the age of 18, I recommend you getting lit once with your friends. Go outside, and if you hit that mental focus, that shift where you're lit as hell and you're focused at the same time, and your confidence goes up, then you know what you need to do. That's all the advice I'm gonna give y'all. If you're not over the age of 18, do not drink. And I only said once, don't become an alcoholic.
Play Inspector Gadget to find this bitch's social media than to just go up to her and say hi. What the f? I always find it funny how hella people now think it's weird to go up to a girl that you think is cute, when in the past you had literally no other choice. Like, if you didn't go up to her, you probably will never see her again. Our ancestors are probably looking down at us wondering, where the hell did we go wrong, bruh? Not only do you have to jump through hula hoops and obstacle courses when it comes to talking to new people, but you have to now deal with them too. And fuck, have we lost the plot. The year is 2025, in which every person I know's expectations are through the fucking roof. Gone are the days where 2 people would enter a relationship both trying to bring 100. Instead, you're lucky if the person you end up with is even trying to bring 15. We got guys out here who are looking for girls who could cook for them, clean for them, be the primary caregiver when it comes to the kids, all while working 40 hours a week. Girls are out here looking for guys who could fund their trip to the islands, despite being in their early 20s. It's just a complete disaster. Not to mention, hella guys don't even know what they're looking for in their woman to begin with. It's like when you ask a girl what she's looking for in a guy, she'll start talking for so long you would have thought she's reciting her fucking bucket list. Ask a nigga what he's looking for in this girl. You're lucky if he doesn't go nonverbal. I swear there's a constant disconnect between the two genders because for whatever reason, everyone still clings on to values and beliefs like times haven't changed. None of us are like our parents. We don't live in a time or place where the men have to go to work while the women stay at home and take care of the house. Anyone could do anything. It's like we're a bunch of non-traditional people who grew up in the Western world still clinging on to traditional values that we were never a part of. People are forgetting in the older days, men literally had to provide for women. Like, they literally didn't have the ability to do it themselves. However, time has passed in which these same rules don't apply anymore. Yet for some reason, hella people still play as if that's the case. Some only do when it's convenient for them. You could be messing with a girl, but all it takes is one conversation until she utters the Hall of Fame.
I just feel like as a man, you should do...
Oh my God. Anytime I've heard this phrase, I tend to...
I don't understand why that city is even like... Hearing that from a woman, I don't condone violence, but sometimes, my nigga, sometimes you can't blame the niggas that do that. You just can't. You just can't blame the niggas that do that. You just can't, my nigga. You, as a man, you've never been a man in your. That's like a nigga talking to Jesus and be like, me personally, God, if I was you, as God, nigga, shit, I wouldn't let that shit slide. You see how stupid that shit sound? You see how utterly dumb it sounds? How you trying to tell somebody? How you trying to tell a gender what they should be doing if you never experienced being that gender? That's like telling that's like a zebra telling a lion how to hunt, while on the verge of being hunted by that so-called lion. Shit makes no fucking sense.
Partially go deaf because the shit that comes after it is never good news. It's
Absolutely
one thing
not.
if what's being said kinda makes sense, even if there isn't really substance behind it.
I just feel like as a man, you should know how to drive. Real men know how to drive.
I mean, I guess. But when you start hearing shit like...
I just feel like as a man, you need to be working all the time. Because what kind of man isn't hardworking? Oh, but you also need to have time for me. Because a real man makes a woman his priority. Oh, and he also needs to pay for literally everything. Like my bills, rent, hair, lashes, nails. Oh, can't forget my shopping sprees. And don't ask for anything in return. Because a real man would never ask a woman for anything.
What? Not to mention, I have yet to hear a nigga drop this phrase in my day-to-day life ever. Like some miraculous way, I've only ever heard this come from women, as they then proceed to try and morph you into the imaginary perfect individual they want you to be. And I dare you to go tell a bitch
and then after morphing you into the imaginary nigga that they want you to be, they'll leave you for an opposite of what the fucking nigga they wanted to begin with. These females will try to morph you into the nigga of their dreams to leave you for a nigga completely opposite from the nigga of their dreams. They'll build you up. You're a finished product. You're polished. You're the best thing that it could ever happen to her in her lifetime. And she will go and try to rebuild some other nigga. So it could be the same exact thing.
Act as a woman. Watch how fast you get labeled with every single negative trait that's out there.
Wait, I gotta go back. Say that again, big dog.
To the imaginary perfect individual they want you to be. And I dare you to go tell a bitch how she should act as a woman. Watch how fast you get labeled with every single negative trait that's out there. But I mean, the old saying goes, men grow up being taught how to treat women, women grow up being taught what to expect from men. So shit, what do I know? In today's day and age, it ain't uncommon to be labeled with some of the most dumbass buzzwords or come across ridiculous theories that never fail to piss you off. Whether it be coming from the blind leading the blind of a friend group or the TikTok philosophers we all seem to follow, there's deadass a new term that's applicable for everything. Depending on your overall dynamic or how long you've been talking with this girl, you'll notice eventually you're going to start having real conversations. However, if you ever tell her what you're not comfortable with or start setting boundaries, that's now being toxic. If you ever tell her you prefer she doesn't wear a certain outfit while she's on a night out with her and her friends, that's now being controlling. If you ain't cool with her having her ass out all over her Instagram, somehow you're now being insecure. If you're ever in a disagreement with her and don't blindly fold to what she's telling you to do, you're now labeled sassy. If something ever pissed you off and you decide to be open about it and actually voice your concerns, you're now being too emotional. There's just no fucking winning. And just like any other nigga out there, I ain't no saint. I've definitely said some things or done some things in the past that I probably shouldn't have. Meaning, depending on the situation, these terms or phrases may actually be applicable. However, when the girl you're dealing with has the buzzword badge on Hall of Fame, I promise you it won't be long until you start genuinely going insane. In today's time, if you've been messing with a girl in which you have both confessed your love for each other, have been fucking, go out, talk every single day, yet somehow haven't made anything official, congratulations, you now successfully entered a situationship. Yo, what have you and your girl been saying these days, bro? Like, y'all still holding it down?
Bro, she's not my girl, bro.
You mean y'all aren't together anymore?
Bro, it's complicated, bro.
Shit, I mean, is it really that complicated though? It's like
You're either together or you're not, you know what I mean? Well, bro, we constantly say we love each other, go out all the time, talk every day.
I never understood that situationship shit. Don't get me wrong, I've tried to be in one. Like, I've tried to be in multiple situationships. I could just never understand that, bro. So you mean to tell me I confess my emotions to you, I take you out to eat, I waste my money, my hard given time, my effort into showing you how much I think you could be a potential girlfriend? Does that make any sense? So you will show your effort, you will show your best traits to a woman who could be a girlfriend, nigga? In exchange, she just gives you some butt? That's not a good equation. That's never been a good equation. So call me a simp for actually wanting a date to last a minute, bro. I try it. Eventually, I fall in love with a girl, and I want her to be my girlfriend. I've been bamboozled multiple times, bro. Some girls aren't meant to be dating, and some girls are just meant to be fucked. But there has to be a agreement that you're just gonna sleep with the girl. There has to be a mutual agreement between both parties. That's all y'all doing. Hey, what you doing? Hey, how's your day? You could be cordial. Get to the bed, get destroyed, have a good day. That's it. I guarantee you, that shit won't last no longer than a week max, bro. A week max before she eventually ghosts you. You want to know why? Because you're not giving her your attention, and vice versa. There's no emotion, and so when you're having intimacy with a person with no emotion or no type of feelings towards it, there's a disconnect. You know what I'm saying? And it almost feels disgusting. So that's why I could never, like, as much as I wanted to try that, I don't think that's me, bro. I'm not a sleep with multiple girls type of nigga. Now, if I get neck, probably. Now, off a heartbreak, oh yeah, get like a heartbreak. If I just got off a fresh relationship, yeah. You give me neck, you give me neck, you give me neck, you give me neck, obviously. You feel me? Because I don't care. There's an emotional disconnect. I don't care. And girls like niggas that don't care. So it's a win-win. But if, like, I literally tell a girl, hey, by the way, I just want to sleep with you, I don't want nothing to do with you, and she try to tell me the same thing, I guarantee you, bro, I probably won't even get hard. It don't matter how bad she is. There's a disconnect. Even if it's a mutual agreement, it's kind of crazy how humans work. But you know how that shit go, nigga. And if you don't know, nigga, now you know.
It's complicated. We're in a situationship, bro.
So y'all are both still single, or?
Oh, bro, come on, bro. We're in an exclusive situationship, bro.
Then you have the Hall of Fame internet theorists. And sometimes it seems like these people are onto something, but it's gotten to a point where there's a fucking theory for literally everything.
You're supposed to light up, you know, be shining and attract things to you.
Oh, so like you mean attract, don't chase?
Nope, that's the lamp theory. You know, like how the lamp attracts moths to it and it doesn't move because it's shining.
I swear I just said that, bro.
The first person you fall in love with will be the only person you truly love.
Is that even true?
It's the first love theory. When a man deems himself ready to start dating, he takes the next girl he comes across serious.
I mean, what else was he supposed to do?
Nope, that's the taxi cab theory. A woman will never truly get over the man she meets at 19.
What the hell are you even talking about, bro?
The 19 theory. The 3-month rule is
What on earth is the 3-month?
when the relationship comes to an end around 3 months, because the honeymoon phase has also come to an end.
No, that I believe in that. That's a wholehearted. That's a proven theory, by the way, guys. That's actually proven. Like after the 3 months, that's when the relationship starts. Not the 3-month relationship ending theory. It's the 3-month rule. You date a girl for the first 3 months. You're getting neck. You're getting buns. Love is in the air. After those 3 months, eventually it fades. Usually for the general people. If you're special, maybe it lasts forever. Who knows?
Don't forget, there's not just the 3-month rule, because then there's the 6-month rule, 1-year rule.
All in all, dating in Gen Z has become its own psychological warfare. You gotta play a bunch of games, people have unrealistic expectations, there's a bunch of dumbass sayings, blah blah blah. It's no surprise that half of our generation isn't even trying to date to begin with. They say the person you decide to marry will be one of the most important decisions you ever make in your entire life. So don't let this video discourage you from actually getting out there and finding the one, as experiencing love is probably one of the most, if not the most beautiful thing to experience, as long as it's genuine. A few weeks ago, I was out for sushi with one of my friends in which we were talking about dating and our overall past experiences, causing her to talk about a story about an ex that messed her up. I told her to not let one bad strawberry ruin the whole batch, in which she responded by saying, "David, I don't know about you, but if I open a pack of strawberries and I see one of them went bad, I'm throwing the whole pack away." Which made me realize, damn, there's really two types of people when it comes to dating for real. The ones that look for good in the bad, and the ones that don't give a fuck about the good once they've seen bad. So you tell me, which one are you? I gotta cut this shit off again, man. I'm starting to sound crazy again, bruh.
I'm optimistic as fuck. I'm gonna tell you that right now. I'm extremely optimistic, but I'm not dumb. Just don't be dumb, guys. Literally, try your best to not be a cuck.
Tear bitch on my mom. I just been fucking around, moving and stuff in the all bad road. I hit the curtain. I put the red in the valet park. She gave me a hand when I spark it. Running the line, switch, trying to mark it.